sure to be an exciting one. Here are your commentators.
Thank you very much, Charlie. We're all set for the first of two races this weekend here at Brands Hatch for the Itchy Feet OSS Championship. Cars now on their formation lap behind the BMW safety car. Ahead of a 20-minute race. On the front row we have Graham Cole in his Jade, and next to him is Tony Sinclair in another Jade. Then it's Simon Tilling with his Class B car, the 1600cc Radical. Excellent qualifying from Simon to get onto the second row of the grid ahead of the third Jade, and that is driven by Nick Bass, and that is the multicoloured car there you can see on the outside of the second row. Good to see Graham Cole taking up his pole position. He was late on parade at Snetterton when he'd qualified on pole, started from the back and came through to fourth. No such mistake here as the race gets underway then. Down to Paddock Hill Bend they go, and it looks like Cole has managed to hold on to the lead of the race. Tony Sinclair in second. Simon Tilling has dropped back down to fourth position. We've had a change for fifth as well, with Doug Hart getting there ahead of Gaius Ginn as they head round Druids for the first time. And Simon Tilling out of shape, and he spins. He'd already dropped down one place, but he's going to fall right to the back of the field here. The reigning Castle Combe Special GT Championship is at the back of the field now in this OSS race.
Wonder if he was just caught out by cold tyres, with it being only the second corner of the race. Let's have a look at the replay. They come through the top three, and then yeah, it looked like he was trying really hard to get the power on before Doug Hart to try and make a move into Graham Hill Bend, but just misjudged his tyre temperature, and now he's got quite a task ahead of him to make his way back through the order. But here comes Graham Cole. He is leading. Second position at the moment is Tony Sinclair. Tony Sinclair is also the points leader, but Graham Cole, I think, would be further up the championship had he not had two retirements from Silverstone in the opening round of the season, Ian.
Yes, and if it had been first rather than fourth at Snetterton, that would undoubtedly have made a difference as well. Sinclair won both races at Snetterton. Josh Fisher won the opening two rounds at Silverstone, but unfortunately not able to take the start of this one. He was quickest in free practice, but a damaging misfire during the course of qualifying meant that he was due to start at the back of the grid, but couldn't in fact make it out. There goes Lee Parks in the silver and purple Nemesis, starting on the outside of row 4. He goes through shot. And there is the number 4 Radical of Mike Roberts. He's got an MG Lola as well, which is keeping for the longer distance events on the European circuits, but Mike Roberts getting increasingly used to this Radical that he's racing. Also up ahead there is the 15 car of Simon Tate in his 2-litre Nemesis.
They make their way along the Brabham Straight and down into Paddock Hill Bend once more. They are closing in on that orange machine of David Graham up in front of them, as we see this battle further up in the order flashing through shot. There is the number 4 machine we were just talking about Mike Roberts. He is closing in on Simon Tate, but not able to do anything about this man. This is your leader, Graham Cole. Let's see what the gap is back to Tony Sinclair. It's quite a way. He's not even in the same camera shot, is he? So Graham Cole is really on form. We've got a spin there. That is the number 5 car of David Brunson. He has gone around at Paddock Hill Bend.
Brunston in the BMW-powered Ajax had problems with that car in qualifying and started at the back. I wonder if there's more problems there for that car now. Looked like a bit of smoke there as they rounded Druids. Now here is David Graham stealing past there the car of Doug Hart. So the Chiron there goes down a position as through goes the Jade.
That was a good move, a lot of straight line speed advantage there as he makes his way now up towards Druids Hairpin. This very slow right-hander, slowest corner on the circuit, and he's closing in on the car in front as well. So looks like Graham, who started down in 7th position on the grid, is making his way back up through the order quite quickly at the moment.
There are 5 classes within the OSS Championship. Class A is for cars more than 2 litres, Class B for cars between 1501 and 2000 cc's, and you'll find these smaller bike-engined cars further down the class structure, but it's the Class A and B cars that do tend to dominate. Over the line there goes the man who started 4th on the grid, Nick Bass. His first time out in the new Jade for him. There is Graham, who we just saw make a move. That looks like the 77 car of Gaius Ginn, the ex-Formula Ford racer from the Midlands and South Championship. Looks like the 21 car of Lee Parks, with some new brakes in that car since the Silverstone rounds. He's about to be attacked by Graham.
Yep, Graham's really found some race pace. As I said, he didn't qualify particularly high up, but he's right up behind Lee Parks now as they make their way onto the bottom straight. Looked like he was strong in a straight line when he got past Ginn earlier on in the race. So let's see how that affects him as they make their way through this right-hander at McLaren. He's having a little look at the inside into clearways, but he's not going to manage to get through there. And as you would expect, Lee Parks does pull a little bit away in a straight line. Here we've got a battle further back down the order.
It's a spin there for Simon Tilling there, who is closing in on Ginger Marshall in the Bowlby, but Simon Tilling, for the second time in this race, has had a spin, so just as he was climbing back through the field, he loses places once again.
Certainly does. Here comes that battle we were just watching between Graham and Parks into Clearways. Graham once again taking a much tighter line into Clearways. That'll give him more speed through the corner, but theoretically less momentum out, and I think that's what we're seeing, because he's not quite able to close in on Lee Parks over the start-finish straight and in their run down to Paddock Hill Bend. He's going to have to try and go around the outside there. Brilliant move from Graham. He makes that move stick around the outside of Paddock Hill Bend. Very impressive stuff. He is on a charge.
Yeah, Graham, who's used to racing in a big, powerful stealth sports car, as well a GT-type car, as a retirement from the race there. Looks to be the 34 car of Douglas Balcott, the man from Brecon. Well, that was his first ever race in that car, which he spent 18 months building, and I guess that's just teething problems for that new machine.
Here's Nick Bass. Now he has got David Graham all over the back of him. Graham really is making his way up through the order at quite a substantial pace as they make their way up the hill to Druids. Does Graham have enough time left, though, to make his move? We've seen him be fairly quick, but this is our race leader, Graham Cole, onto his final lap, so it's going to be tight for Graham to make a move, but Graham Cole has absolutely dominated this race today. He's been setting faster lap times, in fact, than some of the Formula 3 times we've seen who were also here today.
Yeah, and his qualifying time of 43.5, that's within a tenth of a second of the DTM lap record, would you believe? So that is how quick Graham Cole in that Jade Trackstar is going. Still second place to Tony Sinclair, the man behind Jade, and Sinclair back racing now for 2 or 3 seasons since that big accident at Monza where he badly damaged his legs. But it is going to be Graham Cole then that comes out of Surtees and through McLaren and Clearways and Clark Kerr for the final time, that is going to take his first win of the season in the Itchy Feet BRSEC OSS Championship. Over the line he goes to take the win then, and it's Tony Sinclair that's going to come across the line in second place, and third will go to the multicoloured car eventually of Nick Bass, but there's a good dice down the order with Aki Bornebusch there coming home. He was in 11th place. Here's Nick Bass then. He is our third place man, with David Graham only just behind him, Jack.
Absolutely, he's going to close right in over the start-finish straight, but it's not going to be enough. It's going to be Nick Bass who takes the third position, but an excellent drive through the order from David Graham to take fourth. Here are the results then. Confirmation that the win was by 6 seconds from Cole and Sinclair. The winner of Class B was Doug Hart. He finished in 5th position overall. Then further down the order, we saw Gaius Ginn having some good battles, and also Simon Tilling, after his 2 spins, managed to get back up to 9th position. And Charlie is with the top 3.
Third place on the podium and your first time in the car. That's pretty cool, isn't it?
Excellent, yeah, I'm over the moon. Couldn't be happier.
So how was the car then going out there for the first time?
It was excellent. I had a Jade last year, but a lot slower Jade. So this year the brakes are better, the more power, the tyres are bigger, so I get more grip. It's just me, I'm absolutely worn out now. I need to get down to the gym, I think.
Second place, well, how was that?
No, not too bad at all. I'm pretty chuffed with it, really. It was good, it was good. I mean, Graham was too quick for us. We tried to keep up, but, you know, he just had the legs on me. So, you know, I was hoping that towards the end I was catching him up, but, you know, there you go. It was good fun. I enjoyed it. It's good.
Tiring work out there, though?
It is. It's hard work around Brands, even, you know, even if you're not dicing with anybody. And someone dropped a load of oil at Druids, which made it pretty interesting. So it was good fun. Cracking race. Enjoyed it.
Graham, congratulations on a convincing win there for you.
Yeah, thanks.
Now, what is going through your mind when you've got a lead? I mean, it was a 6-second lead, something like that, towards the end. What's going through your mind when you're that far ahead?
Well, you're listening for every little, you know, knock and groan of the car, and you're trying to look after it. And we had a bit of a reliability problem in practice and in qualifying. The manifold had a bit of a leak in it, and we did our best to sort of patch it up. But for the first part of the race, it was feeling good, so, you know, it was obviously going to hold up. But towards the end of the race, of course, you're trying to conserve it and make sure it doesn't break again. But it's all held together, so please.
A big relief to get over the line then, finally get your hands on the trophy.
Absolutely, first win in OSS, so great for me.
Congratulations, well done. Well, that's it for our coverage here from Brands Hatch. What a fantastic mix. You couldn't get more diverse than